Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Factorio Megabus, where what is the current state of things? Things seem to have calmed down a little bit. Last episode we were busy with all of this wall stuff. Good God, it's glorious. Look at this. Bugs ain't getting in through this, or not without some serious effort on their part, at the very least. If I remember right, the iron was proving to be a bit of an issue. I'm going to put some lights down so I can see where I'm going, and so that you guys can see when it gets broadcast to YouTube. When it gets uploaded, at the very least. But yeah, iron supply is turning into a bit of a trickle, which ain't good. And honestly, like, these columns should be twice as long as they are. So I'm gonna be... Oh, I mean, the one problem I've got right now is that a lot of these miners are currently in the way. I have some grenades to clear some trees, though, so I'm gonna do this. Oh God, don't destroy your stuff, man. You've had enough of this. Right, there we go. We've got a bit more room to work with. Do I have any smelters on me? I do, which is nice. Let me get a blueprint of this. Just so I've got something to work with. I don't need this bit. It's fine by me. So that's 24. I want to extend this out to 48. And that's going to come out, I think, just about where the iron bus starts. So that's actually rather convenient. So we'll send this off this way. And in fact, I'll get some research on the go, so that the iron supply on this belt can run down and we can get things going proper. Bring you right up. That is pretty much about the perfect amount of space that we need. 1, 2, and 3. Yep, that is fantastic for the size of this smelting array. So we'll try and we'll eventually shift everything over to match it. Now the issue is going to be making sure that the ore supply is enough to keep up with everything, which for the most part is not going to be. These belts are doing okay for the time being, but we will need to get more iron being delivered. Let's have a quick look down here at the mines. This one's doing alright, I guess. Belts are starting to run down. All the miners are kicking in proper, which is good. It is a good thing. And getting all of the military research done as well is going to help clear out all this coal. And I'm eventually going to overhaul the green circuits as well, because I've got a new layout that I'm using for them, which is far better for maintaining high throughput. A lot of this stuff, like, I've learned a lot of things for building like big main bus builds since I started this series, and it's just made quite a difference to how I go about playing. So I think I can get rid of all of these guns now, which is lovely. Don't really need them. They're cluttering up the place, and they're just kind of in the way. They're not really needed all that much. And I don't think I need all of this ammunition. Oh, there's more guns. Let's go and grab those. See how this iron supply here is doing. Yeah, belts here are starting to run down. As research continues, that's gonna remain a consistent thing. How come you're not coming through? Oh, because you're the one that's sharing the line with steel. Yeah, you should have your own dedicated line of ore, but you don't, which ain't great. But these boxes at the train station are starting to run down a little bit as well. Not all of them are completely empty yet, but it's not fantastic. And this station isn't bringing in too much in the way of iron. So I'm wondering whether or not I want to get some more production on the bus that's inevitably going to end up using more materials, or whether it would be a good idea to go and get some more iron mines operational. And I'm thinking of doing the latter. So it would be good to make sure that we've got the supply there before going over the top with getting loads more production on to go. Blasting through this research is fantastic. Yes, please. Right, how am I for miners? I've got 50 on me. I'm producing them here for blue science, aren't I? Yeah, so give me a lot more. Somewhere was just being attacked, and I don't know where it was. Most likely the south. So there's lots of bugs down there that are all incredibly unhappy. I might go for these two little spots, and I could maybe belt this iron into iron 1. And then we've got 3 patches up here that we could combine into one station. Yeah, that's not a bad option. And we got a bit more down here, a bit more over there. We've got lots of options, and I think I'm going to go with these 2 for now. In fact, I could just belt these 3 over into iron 1. So I may do that. And we'll get a second train on the line as well. That will help things. Okay, I've got one small patch done. Let's go and sort this one out, and then we'll rig them up to the train station. And then we'll go for the one up by oil 1. And that should be funky hunky-dory. Hello, research. Thank you. Okay. Let's find where we want to make this lot join everything else. We've got some more dead miners over here as well, so we could clear out some space so that we can fit other lines or other lanes of ore into the system. So I think I might just kind of cut these off for a minute so I can tidy things up. That kind of works there. It's just going to be a massive splitters on this section, I reckon. Yeah, we're getting assaults down on the south wall. That's alright. That's alright. I'm ready for that, I guess. Are we ready for this ridiculous amount of beltage? That's the real question. What am I doing for belts, actually? Ooh, this is my last stack. And this iron, of course, is hidden under trees. What a fucking shocker. Oh, trees, get out of it. You've had your time. You're no longer needed, nor wanted. Get the fuck off of my iron. If I can arrange things so I don't pick up any stone, that would be great. Yeah, you can go there. And I'm clean out of belts now. So, what I think I might do is I'm going to go and connect up the fucking trees. Get out of my way. I'm going to go and connect power up to the southern iron mining. We can start getting that brought up to iron 1. I will get another train on the network. And I think what I'm going to do to help match this sort of stuff up is I'm going to overhaul the unloading. Well, not going to overhaul it, but I'm going to put unloading on the opposite sides of the cargo wagons. So the trains will be unloaded twice as fast, and we can try and saturate some more belts. Right, those are connected. Now we just need to bring power up from somewhere. We may as well bring it up from the main bus. Plug you in. Can we connect to both? Can we connect both? No, we're not going to be able to connect to both. Alright, you just sit on the end there. And blonk. What's that doing for the power? Satisfaction is still alright. We're not quite in need of more power just yet, but the amount of miners that I'm plugging in, we're probably going to need more soon. Yeah, now that we've been stealing all these belts and getting more research going, the iron is really wearing thin, so another train on the tracks would be a damn good thing. Need a few more engines and some steel. Right. Train on the line. Lovely. Let's find your cargo wagons. There they are. And off you go. Have I got stack inserters on me? No, I don't. I probably should have picked some up. If I can get stack inserters pulling off of the train, then the fast inserters can probably just load onto the belt, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. And then maybe overhaul the actual belt inputs, if I can. Maybe try and figure out a 4 to 5 balancer, if I can, or do I... I did download a load of blueprints to help me out with stuff on a personal build. 4 to 4, I've got 8 to 8, 16 to 16, 3 to 2, a line prioritizer. Okay, so that's not what I'm after. There we go, that is stack inserters unloading from the wagons. I need more steel for chests, of course. Good job, the steel line is right here. Right, now how do I want to sort all this stuff out? I probably want to landfill this. So, could I... Have I got landfill unlocked? I do. Okay. Let's set you down here. You're going to need a stack inserter, because you're going to need a lot of stone. Don't know how much landfill stacks to. I've got a little bit there. But I'll fill all this water in, and then we can set up a proper kind of ore bus line type thing. Oh, have I got the ability to research stack inserter capacity bonus? I don't, because I don't have production science on the bus yet. Oh, we'll get there. Maybe if I speed up this belt, we can get more stone going in. That's my secret to everything, just speed up the belts. Yeah, that's helping. That's getting through it a little bit more. Come on, I just want to fill all this in. This stuff is so damn expensive. 20 stone, 20 raw stone just to fill in one little gap. Right, there we go. That's got that sorted. I'm going to close this up to a single stack. Oh, actually, I might get rid of the... just that tiny little blob right here. Go on, off you go. I'm going to leave that to fill up just to see how much it actually stacks to. And I'll get some nice condensed miners on this section. Just so we can clear out this copper. But I should probably plot out where I want my belts to go. So, 2, 3, and 4 for iron. And we'll have 1 there for steel. Just so that we've got stuff in place. So, you can go over this way like this. And then you'll join on there, but I'm not going to completely tack you on just yet. Yeah, that stacks to 100. Okay. Good to know. Okay. I've just found a image online, which is a 4 to 5 balancer. So 4 belts in and 5 belts out. It's not maximum throughput or anything. In fact, I'm going to build this and I'm going to blueprint it because it's upside down compared to... Well, it's upside down on the screen compared to what I'm trying to do. So give me a moment, I'm just going to build this. With research getting in the way of everything, so that's great. I mean, I probably could have found a blueprint for this that I could have just used and like downloaded and been perfectly happy with, but I think at times you've got to make it yourself, just so you know what you're doing. And I do not know what I'm doing, so fucking this is gonna be fun. I think that's right. I hope that's right. Right, so we'll plonk you around there. And tear all this up, and I'll rebuild it upside down. God, I miss bots. Okay, it's time for the moment of truth. Let's hook all this stuff up and see whether or not it works. I don't know if throughput is going to be maximum on this. I'm not expecting it to, but I mean, this is a temporary system. Things aren't going to be like this forever. It's looking pretty even. Throughput isn't maximum, but it ain't bad. And the important thing is all of the smelting arrays, the furnace columns, are getting their own dedicated supplies, their own dedicated belts. So they're not having to share with one another. All of the ore that's coming in is being completely balanced and then sent off completely evenly to all of the other, each of the individual columns. which is just how we want it. We've got some extra iron ore, so that can go into all of these furnaces. Yeah, I'm rather pleased with that balancer. That's not too bad. Some of these belts are actually backing up. Well, this one definitely is. But this one here is being merged with the lines that were, well, that are coming in from the other mining deposits. It'd be nice to get the other smelting columns to match the one that we've already improved. I think once this ore is all completely gone, we will do the same with the rest of these columns as we've done with this one. It's not quite getting all of the ore that it needs, but I think that's due to the throughput on the belts. Because we've only got trains with 2 wagons coming in anyway, so it's just not huge amounts. But it's sufficient enough. Okay, so I need to go and get this other coal patch, iron patch, sorry, mined up as quickly as possible. I think I'm going to upgrade all of the loading inserters to stack as well, just so the trains can get loaded quicker. They're being loaded at half the speed they're being emptied, but that's not too bad. You know, it's fairly negligible, to be honest. I think with the amount, or with the 2 trains now, we're not going to be burning through quite so much in the way of supplies. Not so quickly that the trains won't be able to manage the upkeep on it. So we need to get all of these hooked up, and we need to, in fact, yeah, let's just send you up this way. Oh, the bugs are going for the Westwall as well now. Oh, they have got some very close. I do remember running past that nest, actually. And pollution is really starting to hit out there. Ah, it's because of the iron mining. Of course it is. There's quite a lot of water here as well. Got good spots that we can kind of focus the defense. I mean, if we could expand north, we could cut them off here and along here. But the resource patches really aren't all that big. I should have played this with some real-world settings. That would have really improved the state of things. But I don't mind having lots of little mines and having more excuse to have more train stations. Why am I putting down long-handled inserters? I don't need those here. I need belts. Good God. And I think I can probably bring power up from the rail line. Enough range on this? Oh, yeah, just about. There we go. Lovely. And power is still just about holding out. Oh, God, it is really starting to wobble, though. That is getting close to peak performance. And there we go. I was wondering how long that was going to take. This will be another full belt of iron ore that should be coming down. This train station is really not going to be particularly optimized for loading all of this stuff. Like, this left-hand side is so fucking heavy with the amount of stuff coming in. Maybe I could just do something a little more cheeky. Maybe we could just merge these 2 lines together, and then maybe this one can just come over this way, get merged in here. Belt balancers everywhere. And then I guess instead of this, we could bring this one up here. Does that work? I think that works a little bit better. Oh yeah, that works much better. Yes. Load up them trains. Oh, this is lovely. I think I'll hop in you and I will take a ride back to town. These chests are really staying quite full, which is great. And these belts are starting to look a lot better. Like, their throughput issues are starting to improve. Like, this long line of smelters is now almost fully working. This stuff is not going to last much longer, which I think is awesome. Have I got anything I could dump in here that I'm not really in need of? Maybe. Don't know if I'm ever going to use that filter inserter. And I've got some more iron ore that I can dump into the chests or to the into the smelters themselves. Okay, well this like kind of leftmost row of iron, or lane of iron, is looking a hell of a lot better. I will be trying to push to get the rest of the iron to match it. I really am just waiting for this little patch to disappear so that I can get the, at the very least this one to the same standard as this. Maybe I could clear out all of this. Just blueprint enough to match up with the extension that we made. We go like that. And then this one... Nope, that is in completely the wrong place. Why did I do that? You're completely off. Ooh, we're on to the military science that's going to incorporate science pack 3s. Nice, that's going to help burn through even more materials. Okay, well there we go. That's a significant improvement on the iron supply. We've got 2 full columns that will fully support this red belt system that we've got in place. And we've got a lot more mining for iron on the go as well. Just kind of clearing out some space in our local areas. I will have to improve the power, because that's now suffering quite badly. Yeah, we've got 40 steam engines, and the coal supply is going kind of slow. It's not fully saturating this belt, and we've got a couple of these furnaces, or a couple of the boilers are actually run out of supply, which is probably the main issue we're having. So... what I might do, I mean, I could tap the rest of this coal, but I kind of want to get rid of the stuff that's underneath the green circuits. So I could probably belt a lot of this into the coal that's going into the power supply, which ain't a bad idea. I could just bring a belt in and plug it in here, and then, like, half of it would go off to, like, this one smelting column, but... then, like, once it backs up, the rest of it will go straight off down that way. So that's not a bad idea. I reckon that could be good. And we're probably going to have to do something about it pretty soon, because the power supply is struggling, and coal is only just getting to the end of this line. So yeah, gonna have to sort that out. Either that, or we're just gonna have to stop doing research for a bit. But okay, apparently I'm going somewhere. But I think I'm going to have to wrap this video up, so I will just say thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, be sure to hit that subscribe button, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. You alright? Yeah, you seem okay. Don't worry. We'll get back down to level 9. We'll get this over and done with. We'll go out, we'll get out of here, and then we'll just eat bacon soup for the rest of our lives, okay?